Cooper Marcher here. Scientists in France might have just found the most effective way to catcall an unfamiliar cat. The team discovered that cats living at a cat cafe responded most quickly to human strangers when the stranger used both vocal and visual cues to get their attention. The cats also appeared to be more stressed out when the human ignored them completely. The study was conducted by researchers at Paris University Laboratory, led by Charlotte de Mauzan. She has been studying the ins and outs of cat-human interactions for several years. Last October, she and her team published a paper suggesting that pet cats can readily distinguish their owner's voice from that of a stranger's and can also tell when their owner is directly speaking to them. No offense, but I could have told you that. Much of her research has involved isolating and then studying a particular aspect of communication between cats and humans, such as vocal cues. While this might make it easier to test a hypothesis, it's not how communicating tends to work between any two animals. Humans use everything from their voices to their facial expressions to hands to get a point across to another human. And the same is true for cat-human conversations. When we communicate with them, what is more important to them? Is it visual cues or vocal cues? They recruited the help of 12 cats living at the cafe. The experimenter first got the cats used to her presence. Then she put them through different scenarios. The cats would enter the room, and she interacted with them in one of 4 ways. She called out to them but made no gestures. She gestured toward them but didn't vocalize. She both vocalized and gestured toward them, and in the 4th, control condition, she did neither. The cats approached her fastest when she used both vocal and visual cues to call them, compared to the control condition. A finding that wasn't too unexpected, but the team was surprised by the fact that the cats responded quicker to the visual cues alone than they did to vocal cues. She points out that owners routinely love to adopt a cat talk voice with their pets, so they figured that cafe cats would respond better to vocalizations. They now theorize that this preference might be different for cats acting with human strangers than it would be with their owners. Again, I think I could have told you that. It's not the same for a cat to communicate with their owner as it is to communicate with an unfamiliar human, she said. She plans to keep deep diving into the nuances of cat-human conversation. She and others are currently working on a study of how owners respond to visual and vocal cues from their cats. Notably, cats only really meow to humans and not to each other. She also hopes to replicate this study with house cats to confirm her suspicions about the different communication styles. I like to communicate. I'm communicating now. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.